Bay Franks and this Florida offense are. I'm sure you guys are. I mean, what's your opinion of that? And what, obviously Missouri was able to take the top off a couple times. How have you guys addressed that?
Yeah, Felipe Franks. They have some great wide receivers there too. I think they have 25 explosive plays, explosive passes on the year. So they've shown that they can take the top off on other defenses. So that's something that we're going to have to do as far as communicating and being sharp and being good on our techniques to not get hold of those plays.
Now it's easy to see number 35 chasing on one of those plays, but it's not as easy to know where the breakdown was. Can you tell us kind of what happened in that Missouri game that those guys got free?
Yeah, it was just a communication issue between us three, me, Tyreek, and JR. So it's just something we got to clean up. We got to make sure we're all on the same page so things don't happen again.
You mentioned the explosive plays. Is that something that coaches tell you for every game, or just because of Florida, maybe the offense has struggled a little bit, that maybe they want to remind you that they're a little bit better at what their stats might show?
No. That's something we go over every game. So Florida's no different. We just know that they've had a lot this year as far as explosive passes. So that's something that is probably stressing their offense. Something they look for, count on every single game. So that's something that we have to pay attention to.
How much are you motivated by Georgia's? Since you've been here, I guess you redshirted in 13, right?
I did.
Okay, so you and John have both been a part of a win over Florida, but you didn't play. How motivated are you guys, knowing that you don't want to go 0 for 4 as a player against Florida?
Yeah, I'm sure it's something that guys can use the channel as far as we haven't beat them. Well, I haven't beat them since I've been here, been a part of the actual plan. So you can use that to channel some energy as far as motivation, but I think our biggest motivation is the fact that it's the next game, and that's something that we look forward to as far as going out there on the field and showing that we've gotten better since the last time we played.
And what's your take on Jacksonville? Do you like the neutral site? Do you like the crowd split? Are you good with the setup? I know you got sometimes there are complaints about this thing and how it should be on campus, but do you like the setting in Jacksonville?
I feel like the venue doesn't really matter to me, but me personally, I've been to Jacksonville quite a few times. We've been there every year for Florida, and then I think twice for the TaxSlayer Bowl, so I'm pretty familiar with Jacksonville. Kind of tired of going there, but it's all fun when we go there and play Florida, though.
Will you like Jacksonville a lot better if you win the game?
Yeah, we'll enjoy a lot better if we win.
I have a hard time really getting a handle on Florida's offense. What do they do well?
I'd say run the ball. They've always been shown that they can run the ball. I think two or 3 years ago we played them, and both tailbacks had like over 200 rushing yards, which is something that we definitely have to emphasize as far as stopping the run. It's going to take all 11 guys, not just the D-line, not just the linebackers, but the secondary too. We have to be good in making our tackles and make sure we wrap up and gang tackle and things like that. So they run the ball well, that's first and foremost. And then, like I said, they make explosive plays, so they get you worried about the run, and then they use their athletes or whatever to go over top. They have, great guys who are playmakers too. Powell's been there for a while, 17, I think he's new, but they've been using him as far as screens and quick passes to him so he can make guys miss and get a lot of yards out of the catch.
If I asked you how many point favorite Georgia was over Florida for this game, could you honestly say you don't know? Or?
To be honest, I really don't know. I don't think I've known that for any one of the games. We know Florida's a talented team, so whether we're an underdog or overdog, it really doesn't decide the outcome of the game.
Aaron, I'm trying to remember, 2014, what was your role on the defense? Now, were you starting or were you backing up?
I believe I started that game. It's been a while.
That was a year when you guys were also ranked pretty high, and they came in and impressed you. 14, 15, 16, yeah. My point is there's a lot of games in the series where the team that's top 5, top 10 doesn't necessarily win. They've lost 2 in a row. Do you think they're kind of lurking? Are they dangerous?
They're dangerous every year. Florida's a great team. That's no one to sleep on. No one to think that we've already gotten past them. We know they're going to bring their A game. They're tough. They're physical. They're coached well over there, regardless of their record. They send a lot of guys to the NFL every single year. So Florida's a dangerous team every year.
They're 21-6 since 1990 against you guys. Does that create any sense of pressure? Like, come on, we got to turn this around.
No, I don't think so. It's hard to take past events and then try to bring them over to this year just because you have different players, different teams, different coaches every year. Obviously, they've been doing something right as far as that past record, but each game is its own. I like to think of it like a coin flip. Just because you get 21 heads in a row doesn't mean the next one's going to be has to be tails. So.
How much do you